Hmm. You know what? You've invented grunge and slacking to Palm Swipes After, a flaming sword of the latest episode of Mom Swipes Left, a podcast with two middle-aged women who are the real supreme dicks. This is episode 64, about MSL episode 203. I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. Enjoy. For big fans like myself, I was a little tickled by the opening that where Jen mentioned that they just have a dog and pony show. And those words then led to the Mom Swipes Last theme song entitled, you ask, Why Dog and Pony Show? Hooray for public domain music. Today's show primarily focused around an interview with Hollywood journalist Richard Rushfield. Also happens to be a college friend of Jen's. Carol was late, but that gave Jen and Rich a chance to catch up a little bit about old times at Hampshire when Ken Burns was kind of a douchebag, and what else? Oh, and once again, I think this was after Carol showed up. Once again, Jen conflated Jane Goodall and Diane Fossey. Jane Goodall had sex with chimpanzees. Diane Fossey had sex with gorillas. Come on, keep track of these things. Even if Ethan Hawke is sleeping on the couch in your lounge, he was never not anything. Explorers came out in 1985. Dead Poets Society was 1989. He was somebody sleeping on your couch. This episode also cemented that Jen knows literally nothing about Hollywood. Thinking, oh, maybe John Ford, famous Western director, is related to Francis Ford Coppola. No. But you know who is related to Francis Ford Coppola? Nicolas Cage. How many statues are there in Portland? Apparently one of John Ford, which I did not know. I know there are at least 10 because I found a clickbait article of the top 10 statues in Portland. I think the only ones I've seen are of Longfellow. I think there's a lobsterman someplace, and in Monument Square, I know of Monument Square, but I had no idea that the statue there is Our Ladies of Victories, memorializing soldiers from Portland who have died in various wars. Something about a dancing doll. Oh, right, Megan. I don't know what that was about. And yes, the midget dancing in Twin Peaks was a little bit freaky. I wouldn't call it scary. Not like the dancing baby on Ally McBeal. Oh, Jenny got a 1971 November Playboy for her birthday. Good for her. It's gonna make No Nut November kind of tough. Which somehow I got sucked into, even though, as Jen was very quick to tell me, potatoes have no arms, so it shouldn't be a problem for me. No, it's really not going to be a problem for me because all I have to do is sit here in my hovel and think about Jen and Carol lying still in their beds wearing um, Little House on the Prairie nightgowns and little bonnets. Okay, and now I'm turning myself on too much. But generally, I would say them lying in bed not touching themselves is a perfect turnoff for me for the entire month. We learned that Jen and Rich kissed in the lounge, but apparently he interpreted it as some kind of assault and has blocked out the memory entirely. In fact, talking with her about it was probably a little triggering for him. And it's really best that nothing came of it, really, because honestly, there was about as much chemistry there as silver in room temperature diluted sulfuric acid. Non reactive. A very elaborate fuck Mary kill with Gwyneth Paltrow, Taylor Swift, Kristen Stewart, Winona Ryder, Uma Thurman, and Patricia Arquette. We never learned who's the chicken. Again, Jen knows nothing about Hollywood. So anyway, I'm just gonna say marry Winona, fuck Gwyneth, because I know what her vagina smells like already. Have Uma and Patricia kill Taylor and Kristen. More cis stories, because you just can't get enough. And Jen has found her not shitting your pants yet twin, but it's coming for you. Love you, bye.